Yo, what's going on, Curious Radio listeners? Welcome back to Curious Radio, episode number 54. I got to thank you guys, man, from the bottom of my heart for tuning in, week out. This is cool, man. It's becoming a pretty cool little thought experiment. And, yeah, man, let's just keep this damn thing going. This week I had a buddy of mine, Chris Cordova, editor, director, come on. We did a project a few years back, and we hadn't caught up in a minute, and I just thought, what better way to catch up with him than to have him on the podcast. So, he came on, and he kind of broke down what his journey's been like, and he was on tour recently, and it was just a cool little nice conversation that we had, a nice little long one. And yeah, man, I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys can find some parallels in your life, and you might be stuck in something or whatever it may be. Hopefully you can you can take something away from this. I really think you can, because there's so much, and it'll help you, at least for those of you that are struggling, to get past whatever you're at and get to a new place. Anyway, I'm rambling here. Without further hesitation, here is episode 54 with Chris Cordova. Enjoy.
Probably need it under right here.
Wham! But I feel real bad, bro. We're on. I feel real bad that I don't have an arm for you. I ordered this.
What do you mean? I got an armrest right here.
No, I mean like this, like an arm.
Dude, this is cool right here. Look at this.
Oh, that's cool.
Does that work for you though? Are my levels good?
Yeah, you're good. You're good. Just want to make sure you're in
Have I made
front.
my intro yet? Because I want to make.
What's up, bro? Make your intro, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
got one for you. I hope you getting this, but
Hey. Oh. Yo. Do you have your own song, ladies and gentlemen? Because Chris does. Oh shit, this is tight.
hello. Am I in Curious Radio?
Bro, you're on episode 54. Yo, that's gotta be the sickest intro we have to date. He's got a soundtrack to his goddamn life.
Cool.
That's tight, bro. Who is that?
It's the homie Ty Bond.
Shout out to Ty Bond.
Everybody go check out Ty
Coming
Bond.
through with the fire heater song for fucking
Chris Cordova song.
Dude, did you just tell him to make you a song?
Music
or?
videos coming out.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh, this is the most dopest shit ever. Are you shooting it?
It's already been shot. It's in the post-production process.
Damn, bro.
I might do a little more shooting. I don't know, but the thing is, I definitely want to be the first director that has a music video about himself. It could be happening like right now as we speak. So like, I need to like hurry up and get that.
Well,
shit
I mean,
out
I'm sure
ASAP.
I'm sure a lot of guys have like directed their own.
But a video about them, a music
Not
video
about themselves. Yeah, and
That's
actually
what I'm
being a
saying.
director, it's kind of good, bro. It's good. It's a fire song. I like it. It's
really
a dope
good.
track.
Shout out to the kid. Shout out to Ty Bond, man. He killed it.
Hey, Ty Bond, make me a fucking song. How tight would that be?
Yes.
Dude,
Right.
you have an intro of a Curious Radio. Be like, oh shit, damn, that's so sick, bro.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me. I'm really happy to be here. This
Welcome,
is
bro.
exciting.
I was thinking, I was
so
like, you know what?
excited to be here.
I haven't caught up with Chris, and what better way to do it than on the podcast? You know what I
Dude.
mean?
Amazing idea.
Yeah,
Genius for that.
yeah, man.
You're a G for sure, dude.
Bro, you've been busy,
I like
man.
that.
You've been all around. You were on tour, right? With him? With Wiz Khalifa?
with him.
With him?
We just.
Sorry, I know,
no,
right?
Of course.
With Wiz? You were-
Khalifa,
you-
yes, I was on tour with Wiz Khalifa.
So do you go
was
everywhere
it.
with him?
Everywhere with him.
Damn, that's tight.
Dream come true.
Is it nuts?
It is nuts.
So you were doing all the main videography and like pictures and shit for him, or what?
Yep. I worked with them for sure, like for a year and a half, and then for like 6 months I was on the road with him, and I got to do the High Road tour, which was him and Snoop Dogg all over the USA.
Him and Snoop?
Him and
Bro, the Godfather. There's so much weed being passed around there.
Oh,
Why is it like
yeah.
wherever Snoop Dogg goes, I'm sure there's like a mountain of weed behind him.
Yeah, dude.
Just from the crowd
Yeah,
themselves,
but
like they all bring weed because Snoop Dogg's gonna be there.
Of course, and not even. I mean, and then you take that and you add Wiz, who is
Another one,
easily
infamous.
like Snoop of our generation.
Yeah, it's true.
I'll say it.
Makes
you know
sense.
What I mean, like
For sure, he's got a very distinctive
He-
voice,
the yeah.
and he
it's
laughs.
there.
He's like,
the Wiz laugh. His character, of course.
yeah, and Snoop has laugh too. I mean, that's great. That's good.
Snoop is very iconic, and he's got his own emoji right now. I mean,
Does he?
yeah, you don't know that?
I'm behind, bro. I haven't done the update.
That's pretty big. Do you know he's got a Bible of Love? He's got a gospel album.
No.
Yeah. Maybe I'm too into hip hop. That's the
Dude,
problem.
no, I'm not into hip hop enough. Let me unplug this. Hold on real quick.
All right, for sure. And I'll take some more water if you got any, please. Grab some. Got you, sir. Thank you.
We're just gonna keep it rolling, bro.
Yeah, man.
We don't edit that shit.
So the podcasts are the thing to have right now, dude. Like, I'm thinking about getting a podcast.
Bro, why not? You're creating content already. This guy, ladies and gentlemen, we met years ago. We did what was that? It was like a project for like Insomniac, right?
Yes, it was. It was a short film project for Insomniac.
But it was like a
Never got
series.
released.
It was a series. Yeah, it was pretty cool too.
It was a series.
Right? Well, how many? It was like 6 episodes or something like that. Yeah, I did 2 of them with you, which was cool because we shot it at Hard Summer, which is kind of cool. Like during the event.
Yeah, dude, I was just watching that one the other day, and it's awesome. Have you watched it recently?
I haven't seen it in forever, bro. I remember you sent it.
You've seen it at all though?
Yeah. You sent it like years ago through
Once
like a
it got finished?
yeah.
Okay,
Once it got
cool.
finished, but you know, I never got
For
released.
sure. You should watch the. You should watch it again.
It's a
dope.
cool little project we did, and we met during that, and then you know we kind of went our separate ways, but we kept in touch, you know, at a distance.
True,
and,
you were
know.
acting. I was directing.
Yeah.
And so now, you know, I'm curious. I mean, you know, we're kind of switching roles.
What a perfect place to be curious, bro.
Yeah.
It's Curious Radio.
Exactly, you know. So like normally I'm directing or I'm interviewing people, documentary stuff, camera stuff. And so now you were the actor in that role, and now you're interviewing people.
Yeah, about interviewing people.
About people who interview
Yo,
people.
you guys, for those of you just listening, you guys don't realize that Chris is rocking the shades hard as fuck. He wanted to be the first, and I'm like, dude, you're killing the game right now, bro.
Dude, yes.
Right now you're balling on every level, bro. You have your own fucking track with a music video coming out. He's got fucking shades on in the studio. He's just killing the game, guys.
And I'm wearing an All-American t-shirt.
And he's a goddamn patriot.
I love America, everybody. I really do. And everybody should love America.
I agree.
But it's crazy times in America.
It's
insane times.
Insane in the
So
membrane.
are you more into politics right now than hip-hop?
No. I'm more.
What are you into? What are you checking out then? I'm missing out on something,
I'm on this
obviously.
journey, bro. I'm just on this get better journey. I lost. Remember when we met? I was a lot heavier too. Like
You lost some weight for sure. Yeah, but I wouldn't say that you were in any bad shape or anything.
No, I wasn't. I was
You
working
look
out a lot
very
at the same time, but I was just bigger. I was
and
60
healthy.
pounds heavier. So like, you know, a lot of that was drinking. A lot of that was like, you know, doing whatever, which is cool, whatever. But sometimes I get carried away with shit. You know what I mean? So I just had to kind of step back.
So you took control and you kind of
reassess.
like did
Like,
what
am
you
I
wanted
doing?
to do.
Yeah, where am I directing my energy? I didn't come here to fucking party. You know what I mean? Like, it's fun. I'll dabble in it
For sure.
but I got carried away, so I just had to chill out. You know.
Hell yeah, man. I mean, we all got to do that, man. That's the best part.
Dude,
about
what the
growing
crazy
up.
thing is that your work is at the shit.
Yeah, dude. Dude, I'm so like happy to be where I am at, and I definitely come here with like a lot of confidence and stuff. Like, I've really worked hard to get there, and I still have done like nothing.
Well, what's crazy, you're on your own now, right?
Yes.
So let's fill everybody in. Nobody knows shit. We're talking like fucking everybody knows.
For sure.
When we you worked directly for Insomniac, right?
When I was working with you, which was a while back,
it was years
I was
ago.
working for Insomniac.
Insomniac, for those of you who don't know,
Events.
is like a big ass company. They threw like, you know,
Live
all the
events,
raves and shit,
right?
And all the big acts,
Music festivals.
Yeah, huge,
Yeah,
huge.
yeah.
So
So
you were working for them,
I was
producing
let go.
content. Oh, you were let go.
I was let go,
which was a sweet gig, right? When you had it.
It was awesome, dude. And honestly, like, even just having that job was something to be proud of because it didn't exist before me. Like, they
made
didn't
it for you.
have a shooter editor job there.
Yeah.
And so, like, they found me through a video I had done for Carnage, who was DJ Carnage.
Yeah.
Who's popping now.
We did it.
And
we
we
did
included
shit.
him in the
video,
short that we did too.
Yeah, he was in it.
For sure. So
He's huge too, right?
Yeah, he's taking off right now. He just put out an album today, I think, or
Oh,
at
shit.
midnight. Yeah.
Dude, that
Props to him.
motherfucker
Check him out.
is a
He's
big
dope.
dude. He's a big boy, and he is jumping like a motherfucker on that stage. He goes ham, bro.
For sure, dude. He does.
It's
He's
tight. That's
Carnage.
that's
He's
part of his
Carnage.
brand,
Yeah,
right?
He's Carnage. You know.
That's where you go watch.
So, either way, you know, some stuff went down. You know that like. I really feel like it was just it was interesting to me how things went down. And so at the end, I was let go. And so I was like faced with that reality, and I was definitely like crushed a little bit because it was like,
what do I do now?
oh no, I mean like fuck, man, I worked so hard to get there.
Yeah.
That was like
what's next?
like coming from Chino. You
Yeah.
feel me? Like I grew up in Chino. I went to school in UCR.
Hard times.
And
Chino's a nice area.
it is for sure.
They had an insane drum line. I used to love competing. I used to compete out
Our
there.
football team was like our pride. And
Was it?
And we loved football, dude.
Oh, shit.
You know, for sure.
Chino Hills.
But I had, but Chino, not Chino Hills.
Oh,
right?
Yeah, no, I know.
Because, there's like, I grew up like legit in the dairy farms and stuff. Like my grandpa used to own a farm with cows and shit in Chino. Cool. And legit, my grandma made cheese.
My grandma made cheese. What did your grandma do?
We're Hispanic. No, she did. She passed away. I love my grandma.
Oh, man.
Rest in peace.
Sorry about that.
But no. I love that kind of like story that like I kind of have these really like grassroots, I think American kind of upbringings. I kind of like grew up outside the city. Like, we had a house.
You were in Riverside?
Eventually, no, in Chino.
But when you said you went to UCR, right?
That's a college.
So yeah. But so you were living there after, or no?
I lived in there during college.
Oh shit! Okay.
And then after that, I landed my first TV job in San Diego. So I moved to San Diego, and I lived in San Diego.
Not a
for
bad
like 2
place
years.
to be. Bro.
Great.
I was just out there last weekend. Beautiful.
I love San Diego. It was so beautiful.
It's like LA, but a little bit slower.
Yes, it was so cool, and the job that I had was fucking ideal, dude. Like, I got to travel all over the nation.
What were you doing?
So basically, this guy wanted to create his own variety show where he got to like interview interesting people.
Okay.
And
what we're doing. Tell me more.
Kathy Ireland, Danica Patrick, fucking Mario Lopez.
Lopez. Hey, I'm the fucking bootleg Mario Lopez, guys. So for you guys,
you're the stunt double, bro.
Yeah, you guys get this shit for free, so you can't complain. Beggars can't be choosers. Anyway,
fucking 5-star restaurants, like really cool hotels, like just like. But here's the best part about this. Okay, like the best part about this was like, I was like, I graduated college 2012. I was super ambitious. I was like, I'm gonna just hit the ground running. I've basically been doing great at video since I was 13.
Yeah.
Since I was 17, I've been working, getting paid doing video. But my mom wanted me to go to college, so I went to college. I was happy I went to college. I graduated college, but now I'm like, fuck, I'm ready to work. You know what I mean? So
you're young, you got the energy.
Coming out of college, I'm like, let's fucking go.
Actually, you're 29, right?
Yeah.
So we're the same age. Never mind. You're a child.
Yeah. I'm talking back.
Okay, cool.
Is that cool?
No, you're good. No, you're good.
I went back in time. We're going to tell the story.
No, you're good.
But people got to know, right? People are trying to get context on where I'm at, right?
Yeah, trying to get context.
Where I'm going, right? That's where we're going into. So like, I graduated college and I was like, where am I gonna go? And I went to Craigslist. That's where I went.
Men seeking men.
And I was like, film crew jobs, whatever. And like on that at that point in my life, I was literally probably applying like every video job I could find. I would say, hey, what's up? This is my name's Chris. Here's my stuff. Here's what I've done. Which at that point had probably been like a few weddings. You know what I'm saying?
Isn't it crazy when you look back at shit like that? You're like, oh my God, I was sending so many emails. And now, like at the time, you were like, fuck, man, somebody hired me. But now you kind of look back at those moments fondly. You're like, oh man, that was kind of.
Dude, life has been for me like one inciting incident after another.
It's kind of what it's like, yeah. It's a little path.
Like, you're like steady, and then one thing will come in and kick you off and like into a greater direction, and then you're now rocking this lifestyle, And
you just gotta learn how to roll with the punches.
And in there, something will kick you off into like a better direction.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to learn how to adapt that, but. It's all meant to be like I've always had like the same like purpose and the same agenda, which was like be the best that I could be at film and like make movies.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, like get to the point where you can make feature films and get paid for it, and people will enjoy it and want to have a conversation with you about it. You know?
Yeah. 100%. And it's like I just think we're in the age where like why the fuck not? It's the easiest time for you to do whatever you want. If that's what you want to fucking do, like you have no reason not to. You know what I mean?
All the resources are there 100%. For everybody.
Everything's accessible.
You want to go to school? Go to school. You want to learn on YouTube? Learn on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like You want to do both? That's what I did both.
And of course, we're not talking about like people who are like living in some harsh conditions. Like, of course, other people. Let me see. Sorry, this fucking thing there.
But like,
but still, like I'm talking about the average person here in the U.S. where it's just, I'm a big advocate for telling people like just try shit. You know what I mean? People who are bored. I met this guy.
oh yeah,
Recently. I forgot where the fuck I was out somewhere. I think it was with my sister. I forget where I was at, but I was talking to this random dude. He was a lawyer, and he was talking about how much he fucking hated his life, bro. And he's like, yeah, you know, I make great money. He's like, but you know, I'm fucking stuck. Like, what do I do? I have this mortgage. I have this. I have that. And I'm like, damn, like, what a fucking trip to look at that and be like, shit, I'm so glad I didn't jump into some shit that I didn't want to do.
right.
You know, luckily you've been able to just jump at what you wanted to do this whole time, and it's kind of
I feel like our parents, that's their story.
yeah.
You know, that they had to they locked themselves down with the
This guy was young,
houses or
though.
with the marriages and stuff.
You know,
But I feel like a lot of the younger people are just like have this mindset where it's like, I think our parents told us we could be whatever we wanted to
they
be.
did.
And
I
that's
mean, at
back
least
to
a
like
lot of
this
us.
American theme.
Yeah.
It's like, I want to talk about like what's going on. What happened to America? Because when I grew up, it's like you could be anything you want to be.
You still
like
can.
land is, yeah, for sure. But it's like now it feels like a freaking battlefield.
Well, you know what I think it is. I
And
think
it's like,
we're
oh
just
my God.
we're just exposed to a much larger sample pool. Is all it is. We didn't have this level of communication fucking 20 years ago. You know what I mean? Like nobody right now, if you send a tweet, the whole fucking world can see it. They all have access to it.
Right.
If you were to say some shit in the middle of the street,
Right.
it's not gonna offend anybody. But now like people, all these voices have them. So you're just getting to see what the shit that's out there. How's that?
It's gonna take time to adjust.
100%. It's taking time. I just think
I think you're right. It's the new way of being.
there's gonna be a weird fucking time where everybody's kind of figure each other out, and eventually we're gonna realize we're all the same fucking thing, and everybody's gonna calm down.
Yeah,
And
I
learn
don't
to be
know.
chill
It's
with each
so
other.
crazy to me. I feel like things have changed a lot, and that's where like, I think that's where like filmmaking, everything comes into play.
Telling
It's like,
stories.
There's so much going on, and that's why it's so important for everybody to really come out however they can creatively, if that's what they want to
Yeah.
get that out, whether it be make your movies,
Do whatever.
make your music,
Yeah.
just
Paint your art.
Yeah, do your passion. It's not, you don't even have to sell anything. You could just be like a person that wants to help in the world. Just spread your positivity.
I think in a lot of ways, bro, like doing your own art is the way you add to the world. You know what I mean? Like, because it's crazy how like some listeners have reached out and like said shit or whatever, how like some life changing shit, and I'm like, what? Like, you know what I mean? And it's kind of cool that
Yeah,
you cause
man.
these ripples. I'm throwing a little pebble. I'm just a little pebble in this ocean, and that causes ripples, and that might
We're
change
all
one
able to
person.
influence each other in a positive
Yeah.
way now.
Yeah.
And that's really, really awesome. All right, my bad. This
Sorry,
is the
guys.
front.
Yeah.
I'm acting like such a noob. Like I've never worked with audio equipment before. But
It's
I thought this
tricky
was like
because
a
this is
360 mic.
no,
This is
because
just
when I
straight
do
up
that,
here.
it gets like an echo of the whole room.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I have it directional.
My
so you
bag.
just talk in
My
front of it.
bag. All right, let's kill it, dude. Let's talk some more.
We are killing it. What are you talking about, bro? Don't think about it. Just be about it, bro.
Where are we going? Where were we?
Yeah, how did you jump? So that after getting let go from Insomniac, you were kind of faced to go on your own and just freelance, right?
Yeah, and honestly, like getting let go was like they always
best
say
thing
that
that-
it was
yeah.
the best thing that could happen.
100%. It usually is.
Because-
It just feels uncomfortable.
I was able to start freelancing, and I was started to make more money that way.
Yeah.
And
you recognize
work
your own.
less.
You work your own. Yeah, it's fucking nuts.
Freelancing,
nuts.
dude. Basically, because at Insomniac, I was tied down to a salary,
Yeah.
and so
Which is still a pretty sweet gig.
no, it's great. It's great for sure. But I think
For
that
as far as having jobs, that's like probably one of the fucking coolest jobs you could have.
of course,
Of
course,
You're not
for
fucking.
Sure. To me, it's like I got like in the back of my head, it's like movies. So I could never stay at Insomniac for more than like 5 years, ever. Even on the best conditions, even if they let me stay there, like I would have had to go because
You gotta grow.
yeah. I thought you said because you got a girl. I was
No,
like,
no,
what?
no. No, you gotta grow.
You gotta grow. No,
Yeah.
no. Like, because to me, it's like, where's my end goal? It's movies. It's like working for possibly like Universal Films. So
Yeah.
it's like that job at Insomniac does not lead to that.
Yeah.
Like, at least
It keeps you in a box for a bit.
not the way that I went through it, and not the way that it worked out for me anyway. So like, to me, it's like you need to go and like get your foot planted in LA, see what's up, start making contacts, start like networking, get a place, get settled, and then like. That shit happened, whatever. All right. Like I started looking for work in LA because now I live in LA and I still have all my skills with me. That's like something that can never be taken away from you. You know what I mean? So as long as you got that, you're still worth money.
Yeah.
G. Like, it don't matter where you go. Like
somebody there was a source, but now you have different sources.
Then now you're open, you're available, and people, regardless of anything, like need good workers, like, and that's what I am. Like,
if you got a good work ethic and you recognize your own value, you're able to be like, hey, this is how much I'm worth actually, because that's what I was saying earlier. That's why you recognize your own value.
It was actually cool for me because I came to like meet a level that I was like, oh shit, I can get paid this much, and I'm making like decent money. Like people get paid great money, and like you don't understand, and that's what really starts to come to upset me is like filmmakers at one point end up getting taken advantage of. Yeah. Because it's like if you came to LA and you did what you had to do here, like where people can make money off that, like they know how they're gonna compensate you the right way. Like your shit's worth a lot of money. People like editing should be like minimum like $300 a day, and people hear that and they're like, "What? That's crazy!" I'm just like, people are getting paid like $600 a day. Like you feel me? Like you gotta like really know what you're talking, like what you bring to the table.
But there also is levels. Like you gotta recognize the level that you're at.
Of course,
not everybody's worth $300 a day.
Do your time
minimum. Yeah.
But are you like not gonna be ever worth $300 a day? Like it shouldn't be 5 years where you're not there.
People get stuck in that. I see a lot of like quote unquote actors that come out to LA and then they get stuck doing background work their whole life.
You gotta play the game, right? You gotta do like the free work when it's good. Yeah. When it's like a big job. Learn. When it's a big role. Yeah. And then when you level up, you gotta like
push that shit off.
Get that work at that level. Yeah. And then do the free work whatever's at the next level.
Yeah, exactly. Work your way up. Have your trajectory. But I see these guys that get stuck in doing background work and all this shit, and it's just like you're getting paid minimum, and they're not union actors, they're not this, they're not that, and I'm just like, oh my god, it's such a sad story because it's like I see it like a bunch of ships coming to dock, right? And they're just kind of all crashing into each other, and they're just all coming. You know what I mean? It's pretty bad. Yeah, and I'm like, it's pretty bad out there. And they get stuck out there, and that's it.
Yeah, and
it's like, damn. I'm like looking like, and fuck, so that's not the answer, guys. That's not going to lead to anything. You're going to be known as a background actor. Yeah. Not a principal actor. They're not gonna be like, oh, that guy has an interesting. That everybody thinks they're the exception, right?
One thing for
I'm gonna be like Danny Trejo.
Yeah, because there are people.
But it's super rare. Don't count
like Robert De Niro was a background actor in this movie.
Yeah, like just because they did it doesn't mean they get whatever.
That's the path.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you could try. Yeah, I just mean don't get stuck in it. I'm not saying it's wrong to do it. It's good to learn shit. You know what I mean? To be on.
Legit. If I can give anybody any advice in Hollywood, it's like always make your own path. That's the only way in.
I mean, exactly.
There is no like way that anyone else has done it. Like, sure, you can get signed up with a talent agency, but it's like still what you do within that's what makes you original. What's gonna make you stand out? What's gonna like every success story has like some kind of original thing to it. So you just have to own your originality. Yep. And do you, right?
Dropping fire, bro. Yeah, I mean, I have what? 4 agents and a manager. Like I have, it's a bunch of shit, but that like, doesn't the work ultimately comes down to me. You know what I mean?
You're doing the podcasting, which is amazing on top of acting, and that gives you like a more of an edge, dude. Because here's at the end of the day, like, and this is what everybody should really be learning, is that like it's all gonna come down to personality brand. You know what I'm saying? Like The Rock can do whatever he wants right now. He doesn't have to.
Whatever he touches.
And I say him because he's like the most famous like personality
Kevin Hart,
brand.
Another one.
But people that are building like these that can transcend from job roles is what I'm talking about. Yeah. Like you right now, right? You're Rick Mancia, right? And not only are you an actor, can I see an acting role, but you're also a commentator. Like you have an opinion. Like so you already have an edge on everybody who just acts. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you.
So like that's the future, bro. It's like how can you spread yourself in all these different mediums to create a real like digital brand where people will follow you with whatever you do. Like, oh, now this actor is gonna be a gamer. Like I'm gonna follow him, but see now like the truth is, like, some people are really legit boring. Like, some people, like, even famous actors are not good outside of the acting
It's
stuff.
insane, bro. How many people you bump into and you're like, oh my
and
God,
so right
this
now,
is
it's
such and
like
such.
Everything
like,
is being turned over, and, like, that's where these internet celebrities are coming out.
Yeah. Oh, that makes
like
total
Cardi
sense.
B.
Yeah.
Who, like, if she stopped
Murders
doing
the
music,
scene.
people will still fucking love her. She could do whatever she wants right now. She's a legit personality
And
brand.
everything
That's
she
the
touches,
most
too.
powerful thing right now. Like
Yeah.
in Hollywood, like in anywhere in the
Yeah.
world. It's like personality brand.
I agree.
And that's what I've been learning from like the Gary Vee shit. That's what
Yeah.
Gary Vee preaches.
Yeah.
Number one, if I've studied his shit right, that's
Yeah.
what he's talking about.
Yeah.
And that's why he wants you to have a podcast. That's why he wants you to have an Instagram. That's why he wants you to record your podcast and put it on YouTube. So you're already fucking triple killing.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, it's definitely happening.
Well, for me, I'm like, the reason why I did it is like, I've said this, listeners, you guys have heard me, but I've said, I'm like, I was listening to a bunch of podcasts. I love podcasts. And I'm like, and I listen to these, people have interesting guests on or whatever. I'm like, well, fucking, I know a lot of interesting people. Why the fuck don't I just talk to them? And do my own shit. I love it so much that I'll do it. And I'm just having fun. You know what I mean? And if it ends up being something, it ends up being something. But I'm just having a thought experiment with people here where it's like, hey, guys, let's become the best versions of ourselves. Let's have some fucking fun. Let's figure this shit out. We don't know what the fuck we're doing here, right? But let's have some fun doing it. Let's try different shit. Let's just, let's talk about it. I don't know.
Dude, I mean, I feel like I came here because I wanted to definitely give everything I could give as far as like my, if any, insight, and if it's worth anything to anybody. People still are wondering like, who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah.
Like, go check me out, chriscordova.com. Easy as fuck. Right?
Yeah.
Easiest way I can do it.
Yeah.
It's just like myname.com. I've tried to set up so you can try to see my life, my work, what I've done, the stuff with Wiz Khalifa, the stuff with Overwatch.
How was that? How was that with Wiz Khalifa? Like the whole experience. That was a freelance thing, or how did that come about?
Yeah, man. Again, like my life is just like, I mean, just like if like one road ended here, like luckily something had been working out over here that it could just allow me to hop in there, and like that. I've really studied the game of Hollywood, I think, or whatever.
Kind of got it, bro. If you want to survive.
But back then, when I was a kid, it was called Hollywood. Now it's like the world is just everybody's media savvy.
Now you're in it, bro.
Now it's the world. It's like now this is shit. Like everybody can be their own media creator, their own personality, like their own anything. It's just people are not, still waking up to it.
Yeah,
I've been
it's scary.
Here's the great thing about me is like I've been trying to do this forever. I'm just bad at it.
Why, what do you mean you're bad at it?
I'm like a great worker, but I've been really bad at like showcasing that. What I mean? I've gotten the jobs. I've been able to make a great living. You know what I mean? Like live my life on my own. I don't live with my mom. You know what I mean? Like I have my own place. You know what I'm saying? Like I got my own car. Like my girlfriend lives with me. Like I have an awesome life. Moving up, trying to get rid of my debt. You know what I mean? Trying to save up. Like I have work clients that are happy, that like me, that appreciate me, that offer me like really competitive rates, and I'm just like makes me feel good about my work, makes me want to go in there.
You could also see you in your work, your own work,
kill it, So I forgot what we were talking about, but I'm just definitely like in this like momentum.
You were. I was trying to say how did it? Because you were saying that one door opened another, and how did the Wiz Khalifa thing come about?
Like. So, I basically I got let go from Insomniac, and then I started working like some freelance at this medical company doing editing videos, and that was awesome because again I was working for like a high level client, and it was like just like you know what I mean, as an editor, as a creative filmmaker, period. Like there's times where you can like. Like, man, I just want to use my skills and get paid for it and go home. And then there's also a part of it where it's like, oh, this is your lifestyle. You're building like a brand, and you have to use your skills only to build your brand or whatever. And like, and people like suffer a lot because of that. You know what I'm saying? Because they're like maybe trying to just build their brand, and they don't realize like, oh, you could just lay your skills down for something that maybe you don't care about so much,
but you're getting by.
It's working, and we all gotta work. You know what I'm saying? Learn how to use that.
instead of being a fucking waiter or some shit.
Yeah, so I'll always try to use my like what I know best first before having to resort to like the waiting job, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like an editor first and foremost. So as long as people still need videos, I'm gonna be working as an editor in the meantime. You know what I'm saying? And that's what happened. So I started doing the medical videos, and dude, I met Wiz's DJ a long time ago on a plane. I was on my way to film DJ Carnage, and I was about to get on the plane, and DJ Bonix was standing in front of me. And I had remembered him from the Black and Yellow video. It was obviously like my favorite shot of him, but like just remembered him from being his DJ. And I tapped on him. I was like, "Are you Bonix?" He's like, "Yeah, dude, what's up?" I'm like, "Oh shit, dude, that's so cool. Like, nice to meet you, man." Like,
so you're deep in the game. You're all about the shit. So that's how you knew him.
Yeah, man. I mean, I love pop culture.
Yeah.
I like would love to like make films about it, and like it's just so.
I think the world's fascinated by it, so you should make films.
Yeah,
about it.
yeah, and that's another like thing where it's like that's a sweet spot. You know, it's like why isn't it like. And people do it like that's what Scary Movie was all about. You know what I mean? It was like it was making fun of pop culture and stuff, and it's like people still get away with it now. Yeah, you know, they're just called viral videos or whatever.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think we all love pop culture for sure. So I was into I recognized him, but here's the thing: is like.
So you tapped him and what you know?
It's like it's really you gotta just be like a people person.
100%.
At the end of the day, like people can see right through you.
Emotional intelligence, what we call it.
People can see right through you. You know what I mean? Are you being fake? Are you being real? Are you suspicious?
Authentic? It's just you got to be authentic.
Are you nervous? You know what I mean? Like
people feel that shit.
People know, and so like I met him, and I was like honestly just approached him as like a fan. And a friend, and here's the coolest part about all this, right? Was like, yo, dude, you know, great to meet you. You're freaking awesome. I was like, you're super cool. Good luck to everything you're doing. And then I was like, where are you sitting? And he showed me his ticket, and he was sitting right in front of me, dude.
Oh shit! You're like, sweet. I'm gonna bother you the whole plane ride, bro.
I'm like, dude, I've always wanted to be Wiz's cameraman. Number one.
No shit.
Low key. Yes, of course.
I mean, who wouldn't?
Of course.
Right, if you're like
Ever since I first saw like one of his first music videos, I was like, this guy's fucking dope. He's like the future, legit. Like this guy's dope as fuck. And I followed him all the way through, man. And his music inspired me. You know what I mean? His music got me through a lot of cool times, a lot of bad times, whatever. You know, like really, a lot of bad times that like help you turn that into good times. You know what I mean? Help you like get on top.
If you do it right.
On top of that.
If you do it right, you know, you learn how to overcome that and level up. So what?
I think the music does that. I really
100%,
do. I think the music keeps you in a good mind frame, and that's what I love about Wiz. You know,
going back to it, pouring your art into the world is what you need to be doing. You know, I mean, he's pouring his art into the world, and by that, in turn, people are getting affected by that, and they're causing, you know, they're getting the ripples.
They get inspired. I mean, you know.
He puts them through hard shit.
They get inspired.
So you guys are riding this airplane, and then what happens? You're.
So then I'm like, dude, I'm gonna show him the Carnage video that I just did. That is out on the internet right now, and it's popping. You know what I mean? And it's going up in views, and it's like my latest and greatest. I'm proud of it. So I'm like, yo, dude, like, if you don't mind, check out this video I did for Carnage. You know? And
you still work with Carnage or no?
No, not really.
Okay, cool.
So he peeped it, and he was like, yo, this is fresh, dude. Really cool, man. And I think we just started talking, you know. I don't know if he gave me his number, or we just kind of like, yo, you know, let me link up, or you know, if you ever need a video, like let me know. I'm your dude. And but again, back to, you know, that's your one way in is always like offer what you got. You know what I mean? I'm a filmmaker. Like, I will always offer my skill. And now it's not like I'm just like going to give it away, but now it's like a treat. Like, you know, like I give that to who I want to. And so it's
this
like,
is what I do. You need some shit. I got
and
you.
And so exactly. And in this day and age, who doesn't need like fucking video? You know, someone who knows how to do good video.
Content is king.
So if you can make yourself like valuable into something to offer, your blog, you know, is like great. You know, anything, you know, like that. That's definitely a way in. To any kind of like industry, I would say, like this. So the other thing, I was like, on some real shit, you just want to be a real friend and a real cool person. And I was like, dude, I'm on the way to the Carnage show. If you want to come with, like, you could come, dog. Like, and meet Carnage.
I'm
or
a fan, bro. I'll give you a fucking ride, whatever you want.
like like we're going to a show. If you want to come check out the boy, like
Yeah.
you just saw the video, by the way.
Yeah,
And
the fucking video's insane. If you guys haven't seen this shit, Google Carnage, like DJing at whatever.
EDC Carnage after movie, pretty
my
much,
God.
or A State of Carnage EDC after movie, 2013. You saw it?
No, I haven't. I have seen a bunch of your shit though of him.
Dude, you gotta see it, dude.
We'll put it on right now. Shit, we'll pull it up.
It's
in a bit.
really cool for sure, and it's really cool because it's like again,
this guy goes insane. And
I
you
feel like
film
I
that
was
shit like.
I feel like I was doing, but it's really cool. Not only because he's dope, but it's cool because the video itself is so dope. It's like a short documentary on a DJ.
Yeah.
That was like right before its time.
I did see it. Where
Did
he's
you see
talking.
it?
He's like,
yeah,
my
his
name is
voiceover.
this,
Yeah,
and that.
black and white.
And then he's like,
he goes to the trip, and at the end he plays the
he
show.
says where he's from. He's like, I'm
shows
from
his
here.
fam. He brings his grandma. Just like
it.
this mini documentary stuff. You know what I mean? Like this short documentary stuff, which is now everywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Now everybody's doing it.
For sure, it's everywhere now.
So you did did you guys ride together back or what happened?
Yeah, dude. He was like, yeah, for sure, let's check it out. And then even fucking cooler, he was like, I gotta stop by my house. He's like, to pick up some shit. Do you want to just go there? And so I was like, fuck yeah,
hell yeah.
So we went there.
He was cool as fuck too.
He's super cool as fuck, dude. That's the thing. Is like people they're either real or fake. You know, you read people.
100%.
If he was like didn't want to talk, I would not have bothered him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If he was just like giving me that vibe, but he
Yeah.
was super cool and honestly, like that's another awesome thing about him, and I've learned this about DJ Bonix is he's just like a great friend to everybody. I mean, to anybody he meets, like people are super cool, and there's times where I've gone to like a show with him, and he's brought in friends from like this other country or something.
No shit.
Or they flew in themselves, you know, but they're here like
He's
to hang
that
out
guy.
with him.
He's that friend. Everybody's friend. I have a friend like that. I had him on the podcast
And
recently.
dude, that guy, I'm just like, this guy is like just really like he affects people. I'm like, where did you guys
Yeah.
meet? And he's like, oh well, we met at the airport or something.
Yeah,
shit. And I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, this guy is legit. Like, okay, like a legit, just humble, fucking awesome person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
My buddy Rene Rosado's like him. Shout out to Rene Rosado. Yeah, those people are funny, man. When they're like, oh, I know this person. We met in a layover in Spain. You're like, what? You know, random when they have like great friends and shit.
Those people are
So then he ended up linking you up with Wiz, or what happened with that?
Yeah. So, eventually, you know, we kind of hit it off that time, and then we didn't talk for a long time. You know, we
Yeah.
went our ways. I was still filming with Carnage. Then I went to Insomniac.
Yeah.
Then I got let go, and from Insomniac, then I started doing freelance work, which is medical videos.
Oh, so that was all before all this shit. That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I've got this awesome for reals, man. I'm telling you, it's like, it's really cool. I mean, I would like to say like you can make anything happen, dude.
Yeah.
And I've like made so much crazy little things happen. And they're not like crazy victories, but victories are victories, man.
Yeah.
And like I'm fucking living.
You gotta celebrate them.
And more importantly, like I still have focus on where I'm going, so it's not over. Like it's like I'm like essentially on the cusp of like doing some really cool bigger shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That'll hopefully like really give people things that they enjoy. You know what I mean? Like these movies I want to do. So right off the bat, I have like some comedy shorts. I want to start doing like some web series comedies.
Yeah.
So I got a little cool idea on that I'm working on, and then I have like a feature horror film that I want to like start. That's gonna be my exit out the gate.
Horror.
Yes, of course. Yeah, I know we
Even
did a
with the
horror
shit
thing.
we shot.
I
Yeah,
know.
we shot. Which is tight. It's tight. It came out dope actually. I was a little bummed that it didn't come out. It came
For
out
sure, dude. Yeah, that again, like that was weird, and again, you know, whatever.
But it was just cool that we were able to shoot it at this actual event. So we're filming in the middle of a fucking
Festival.
full on rave. You know what I mean? There's thousands of people losing their shit, and we kept having to do retakes because people kept pulling their tits out.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
But I remember now.
I was like, oh my god. They're like, all right, let's get the shot, and then
We're
titties in
like,
the background.
"Yeah, excuse me,
hey,
ma'am."
we're trying to shoot a fucking video.
She's like,
Titties.
yeah, I know. That's
All
why.
right.
Right?
Get the good shit.
We're like, wait, no, that's not
funny.
what we're here for.
Yeah, man.
Not
Crazy ass stuff.
so
That's why that was so gnarly that you were working. That's
So-
gotta be a cool gig for a while.
Of course, it was dope.
So
I've
fast forward.
just lived like so many like awesome dream jobs. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? From like the Insomniac events job, then to like the Wiz Khalifa job, to
Yeah.
even just like freelancing or the Overwatch. You know, like I've done stuff for like Macy's, like really cool stuff. You know.
Nice. Yeah.
So anyways.
Fast forward, jump over all this shit.
Yeah, I'm basically just chilling, and then Bonix is in LA. He's like doing a listening party. He invites me. I come out. I hang out with them. I start kind of hanging out with him. He starts inviting me to like the LA shows to come out.
Oh, tight.
So I get to like be like in the same area as Wiz.
Yeah.
But I still like never talked to him.
Yeah.
You know, because I was still like,
Yeah.
I was so like just like I don't know, starstruck,
Yeah.
shy, fucking just like.
You're like, that's Wiz. Oh shit.
Dude, I mean, for
I'm
sure,
staying
for
over
me,
here.
like it was so special to me, dude. I like
That's tight.
and then the crazy thing is like everybody knows that I loved Wiz that much. So like anybody who like I went to high school with, or just not like everybody in high school, but most of my real friends or my friends like knew that I loved Wiz. So when they saw that I was working with Wiz, they're like, dude.
Yeah.
Finally.
All right, you'll shut the fuck up
Yeah,
about
exactly.
him. Nope, now my timeline's gonna be filled with this face.
And no, but it was dope, dude, because I think I did really cool work there, and people really loved that shit. Dude.
I've seen a lot of it, man. It came out super tight. A lot of the work. You were just so what happened?
I started hanging around, and then you know, what happened was his camera guy posted a tweet that said we're looking for an editor.
You know, it's my favorite emoji. One of my favorite emojis. The guy.
The guy.
The guy is like, I got an answer.
Dude,
that one and the fucking salsa
Dude,
guy.
can we have a real moment right now?
Yeah, let's have it.
I have some real existential problems with those emojis.
Why?
Because like I'm kind of like on the cusp of like light skin and dark skin, and so I'm like, the light skin guy's got the brown hair, but then the dark skin guy's like I just like can't relate that much.
Yeah.
Or then what
He's got
shade
a
of
hard-ass
brown?
mustache.
What shade of brown? There's like
I
medium
think you
brown,
could do,
and then there's like dark brown,
I'll fix
and
it
there's
for
like
you.
real dark brown. No, it's not even like real prom, but I'm just like,
We're gonna have to get you a
I'm
10.
just like this is some questionable stuff.
We're just living in the I'm offended era, and everybody's gonna never be happy. You know, or nobody's ever gonna be happy.
Yeah. Who do I identify as? The white emoji with the black mustache, or the lighter tanner or brown emoji with the black
Lighter,
mustache?
tatter, brown.
No,
emoji
for
with
sure, I
mustache.
know. But then what if I did the wrong one? I was like, are people gonna take me the wrong way? Are they
Dude,
gonna be like, this
for
guy
sure.
thinks he's a
For
white
sure,
guy?
somebody will.
Dude, you're not white. Change it to the brown tan emoji,
Hey,
dude.
man.
What the fuck's wrong with you? You can't rap that white emoji guy.
That's my white emoji, you son of a
yeah,
bitch.
see,
This is
that's
America.
where it's like, I shouldn't be having to think these things. I'm just gonna. I definitely pick the lighter brown one for sure though, because I take
I go
brown
darker.
pride. I get the brown pride.
And I don't even see the sun that much anymore.
Dude, let's talk about brown pride for a little bit.
Let's talk about it.
For like 2
I'm gonna
seconds.
get it tattooed on my chest. Brown pride.
It's basically it's faded out of cultural relevance. Like people don't even say that anymore.
They don't. It's interesting.
But we're bringing it back, you and me.
Bro, right here.
Today it starts.
We're gonna fuck when
Brown pride.
out of this
Hashtag
video, yeah.
brown
Hashtag
pride.
Brown pride, dog.
Yes, for the vatos, we're here to represent SA.
Brown pride. There was this guy. I remember there was this dude in high school. He had it tattooed behind his. He had it tattooed behind his arms. Brown pride.
Really?
I was like, that guy's cool. In a sarcastic ass way. Like,
I'm cool with brown, but it's like fuck. I hate calling people colors. Period.
I just
have a problem with that.
I don't know. I make light of it.
It's good that we should have pride.
I make
Hispanic pride.
I make light of it, bro, because I feel like you remove power from things when you don't. You know what I mean? Like when people are like, "Don't say that, don't say this." I'm like, "You're
true.
giving that shit power."
True.
If you just make fun of it, like I remember when like
True. Don't take it too
when you were a
serious.
kid, like and your friends are roasting you. Like if you jumped in, then it didn't become fun, and they were like, "Oh, you know what? We're just gonna leave them alone, right?" So it's kind of like you gotta
But, like,
roast yourself, and you'll be fine.
here's
People
where it's
laugh
like-
at yourself.
I'm cool with all that, and then but then people start like using it overbearingly.
That's different.
And then you're just like, yeah, I feel like I can't ever get out of it. I feel like we can't ever call people anything other than fucking like Brown Chris. You know what I mean? Like, It's kind of annoying. You know,
Yeah.
it's like.
It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be.
That's a black thing. You know, like I hate saying that.
Oh,
dude.
I see what you're
hate
saying.
that. Like,
I don't even know what that means, really. Oh, kind of.
I
Sometimes.
understand.
Tacos?
I can't identify.
Tacos are that's an everybody thing, I guess.
Tacos are
It's an everybody
Hispanic thing.
But it's an everybody thing. Who doesn't like tacos?
Of course.
If you don't like tacos,
I mean,
you're a fucking
Taco Bell
Nazi.
made it so that everybody could like tacos.
Anybody, you're a fucking Nazi if you don't like tacos.
Of course, everyone loves tacos. Tacos are they're no longer Hispanic. Sorry,
They're not.
guys.
They're for everybody.
They're for everybody.
Anyway, back from the emoji rant.
All
So,
right, all right. I got what I wanted to get out, which
Cool.
was like I hate
an emotional
labeling
response.
things with colors.
See, but they win now because you give it an emotional response.
No, true that. Even the people that use it overbearingly, like if you get activated, they win.
Yeah, exactly. So you're feeding the cause that you're trying to fight.
Yeah, you're right.
Anyway, going back.
Okay.
So you.
What do you want to talk about?
So then you.
So then the cameraman tweets, "We're looking for an editor," and this is crazy because people are like, "Damn, I was just trying to find out how he got this job," and I've had to listen to like 10 minutes of ramble just to find out how he got the fucking job.
Like, God, fucking damn it! I don't care about your emojis.
I'm a fucking storyteller. We're taking
a long road,
this
baby.
we're watching a movie tonight.
Yeah, it's a marathon.
In case you haven't tuned in yet, get
Netflix
your popcorn. You know what I mean? Get
chill.
cozy.
Come on, okay.
You better have your popcorn ready.
Let's pretend to be a couple watching, bro.
Well, here's the thing. What do you want to watch?
You want to watch Curious Radio?
Hell yeah.
Oh, you know what? We can pretend to watch it for a little bit, then we make out.
Unless you saw it without me already.
No,
you better not have saw it without me.
I didn't.
I'm gonna be so bummed.
Okay, I saw it.
I knew it.
I'm just so fucking Netflix and chill. You're welcome.
So he tweets, "We need an editor," and I'm like, "Yo, Bonix,
hit me up.
Your boy is tweeting that he needs an editor. Like, slide my shit in." And
nice.
So that was how that worked out, man. Like, he put the call out there, but I feel like I compete on a level like when people say like,
but that's what the game is, bro.
Send your stuff in. Like, I will send my shit in.
But that's what the game is. Like, if you know, use what you got.
Yeah, and Bonix couldn't really help me. If my shit sucked, Bonix couldn't get me the job.
Yeah, and he couldn't get your skills there. But
Bonix got me like the extra 2 seconds of attention.
Yeah.
That they're like, okay, well, check this dude out. Away from like maybe the thousands of people that sent in their shit or whatever, and they're like, all right, he's legit. Like,
usually that's how it works, though. Let's be honest. Like fucking a lot of my gigs.
It's who you know, right?
100%. It's just the name of the game.
Hollywood.
It's just the name of the game. Dan, as he takes off his glasses. Dude,
we in it, brother.
What a perfect time. He planned this, ladies and gents. It's you got to use what you got. And then so you ended up getting that gig and you went on tour with him and lost your shit.
Well, yeah, basically, so it was a little more to it than that. I basically just started editing for them, which was also a dream come true because I had watched, his vlogs, which were called the Day-to-Days.
Nice.
So I had watched them for a long time.
I didn't even know you had a vlog.
They're
entertaining as fuck.
Dude, it's so dope. Like, again, Wiz is definitely a pioneer in the, like, brand yourself digital platform thing. Like, he's definitely a rapper of one of many things, but also like a YouTuber of
a content creator.
Things, you know what I mean? For sure, a content creator. And it was cool because we had that conversation eventually when I was working there with him. He was like, I used to like edit this shit, right? I used to do this shit. And I was like, for sure, dude, I know that, but I was like, damn, I'm like, I mean, he had to do it himself, and that's the bottom line is like, you do that shit, you know what I mean? And I'm a fan of the show, so I told him, I'm honored to be doing it myself, right now, so he always knew that I was like loving doing the job, you know what I mean? But I started editing, and then eventually their camera guy, Dan Folger, he like had plans to move on and do some other stuff, which he did. He started a clothing company, GLD.
Oh, nice.
And so now he's running that, and then they asked me to fill in on the camera position.
Sign you the fuck up.
So I was like, dude, I literally,
I ran
around the house, screaming, hollering, hooting.
And
my whole family, my mom, it was only my little brother and my girlfriend at my apartment at the time, and they were like, what happened? And I'm like, they're asking me to go on tour. They want me to film.
Oh man.
And that's a big thing too, because if you like, if you're in the door as an editor, like they gotta see you as a filmer. Yeah. That's a different thing. Yeah. So they know you can edit.
It's a whole different skill in itself.
Yeah. So I was proud to have that skill. Yeah. And back to like me and premeditated goals is what I would say. Yeah. Is like I'd always wanted to work for Wiz, and here's the thing behind it. Like I told myself, like I need to be at the level where he'll want to work with me. And if it never happens, like oh well, but I need to like pursue being that good, so that if the opportunity comes,
you're ready for it.
I'm fucking the guy to go to. Yeah. And that's exactly what happened. The moment that they needed someone, they looked, I was there, I had the stuff. If I hadn't done everything I had done before that,
the skills, the resume,
all the free work, all the paid work, all the schooling, everything, all the classes after high school, dude. Like I went to a different high school after my high school ended just to take video production classes.
Interesting.
When I was like 14 or something like that. I was like a sophomore.
No shit.
And they didn't offer video production at my high school.
I see.
So I had to go to ROP. But the kids taking that class were like needed the credits. So you feel me? Like I was going after
electives.
school to just take the extracurricular just to fucking learn like what a green screen was and shit like that. There was no YouTube back then, you know what I mean? So
now you can learn how to do anything on YouTube, and even less of an excuse for you to have like if you're not doing your own shit, if that's what you want to do. And there's fucking videos on YouTube to teach you how to do this shit.
Yeah, dude.
For any program, Final Cut, Premiere, all this shit, Audacity, Logic.
Dude,
there's a tutorial for everything for free.
For free, YouTube Academy.
For real, yeah.
For real though, like I mean, there's no excuse now. Here's the thing: I'm 29. I feel like I'm at a point where I'm like, okay, I need to think a little bit bigger outside the box. Like I'm not coming up. I'm not learning. Like I've already learned. I still got to pay my dues in a lot of other respects. Like let's say my first feature film, my second feature film, my third. Like that's still gonna be like putting in my respects, my dues, like the hard work to even be like maybe someone to look at. You feel me? But as far as like learning the name of the game or being someone's cameraman, like I've really gotten to a point where like, you know, I've excelled at those things. I've reached like really high statuses. You know, like I've gotten to travel all over the world. Like I've met my goals. So, you know, moving on is like, you know.
Yeah, of course.
I'm going to give what I can to offer in that sense. And in that sense, it's like I did everything I could to learn. I read books. I went to extra classes. I fucking did everything I could. And now you have YouTube. And I did look online. A lot of times, I still look online.
Yeah, of course. I do too.
Of course. Like, there's something I don't know how to do in editing. I'll look online. Like, it's the greatest thing.
It's fucking. That's what it's for. Instead of spending our time doing stupid shit, a lot of times, like
dude,
you could learn how to do some shit.
It's pretty addicting, though.
Yeah, it is.
Are you addicted to social media?
Yeah, I mean, I've deleted my I've deleted my Facebook on my phone.
For sure, it's off your phone, but you didn't delete the account.
Yeah, I have the account.
Right.
I deleted my Snapchat off my phone.
Because it was a lot?
Yeah, because I just spent so much time on it, bro. I was blowing time.
It's bad. It's bad.
I deleted my Twitter off my phone. I have someone running the account for Curious Radio.
Really?
And I hop on mine, and even then, bro, it still sucks a lot of time. It is very addictive. It's built to be addictive. You know what I mean? And it's working.
A real problem.
It's working really well.
I really think it's a problem for everybody. I'm like worried, and that's the thing is like
even down to posture, bro. Like
it
gets you.
You've seen those pictures, right, of like human evolution. To like
but it's like it's also like if you think about it, if you're like this, bro. Like for those of you still listening, you're like in a defeated position, bro. This is like you know as far as like body language goes, like you're just hunched over, like defeated, like you know.
Yeah.
As opposed to sitting up, you know.
Like out loud. Yeah. Fucking victory shit.
Yeah.
You're not looking at your phone like this. That's for sure.
Yeah, I tried to, bro. I tried to. I catch
It'd be
myself.
Cool if you're that guy. You're like.
I catch myself, you know, because I'll be on the couch like looking down, and then you know I'll bring it up, and I'll be like, all right, let me send this shit.
No,
one thing that I've implemented recently, bro, that's helping me with it is this rule I call touch it once. So it's what it is like if I get an email, the second I open it, the second I take care of it. I'm not gonna fucking deal with it anymore because otherwise, like I'm gonna deal with it later, and then you just make that thing longer. Just take care of it then, and you're done. You know, it's a text message. I'll reply to it now because I'm horrible at replying with text messages. I'm horrible at like returning phone calls. Listening to voicemails and all that shit.
It's funny that has to be a thing, but it really is a thing that you need that extra ounce of energy.
Yeah, bro.
To like just like, fine, I'm just going to handle this email real quick. But it's really better done now and get it out the way than...
It just saves you so much more time. Instead of like you touching it twice, touching it once and I'm done. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. I feel like the social media thing it's basically... It's so interesting. It's reality TV at its best. And that shit is addictive because we are all naturally addicted to each other's stories and lives, I think.
Well, because I think we're all seeing the parallels in our own lives and we're just seeing the different perspectives.
That's what a movie is. Yeah. Hello. Like, you know, you're watching a movie and you're living this person's life.
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly.
And like now you could just watch this celebrity's life, like through any type of medium, whether it be a tweet or an Instagram picture and people like stay watching that shit. They're like kind of
all day
ready to look for like what. I've been there. I'm like, when's the next post coming? You know?
It's
and it's good to know like both sides, especially. I mean, here's the thing is most people don't know both sides. Like I'm on the other side too, where I'm creating content.
Yeah.
And so it's like I understand and I understand even things more, I think, because I went to UCR, which like really kind of taught me some cool stuff, just about like how people have used media to manipulate people forever, almost. You know, what I
It's
mean?
still happening.
And it's not even like, it's just kind of the nature of the game. Like when people watch movies, they're gonna like think that's how life should be in one way or the other, because that's how the movie starts to begin with. It's like, this is how life is, then something happens, and it's like, and then this is how life ends, and this is a good ending. And so you're like, that's life, you know what I mean? And then it goes down to like who's watching the movies, and then that's who's being, you know, told the message, and it's everybody. So, you know, what I'm saying is like, at least I know the kind of stuff that like
the subliminal messaging that could be behind it or whatever.
Yeah, just we're all being influenced. Basically, is the thing. You know, we're all being influenced, and I think a lot of people are becoming more aware of that. But I think people like, I feel like my mom, and this is no disrespect to my mom at all. I love my mom. You know, it's like she can watch a movie and just take from it like what it was meant to give you, and a lot of people are like that. And then there's really bad movies out there that are giving you bad messages. You know what I'm saying? And so that's how the whole fake news shit happens. Because people aren't aware that this shit is just being made by someone on a computer. Like, people watch a video and they take that shit as truth. Yeah. That's the problem with the fake news. It's like, you know, they watched a video on Hillary and they're like, oh, that's god-awful. And I watch this shit, I'm like, who the fuck is making this? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm asking myself.
The whole thing with me is that I'm against the whole thing. I just think we got to overhaul the whole system. It's obviously broken. It's obviously
what system? The government?
Everything. Yeah, everything.
What are you talking about?
The whole thing. The whole
political. Just throw everything out
the door? The whole political. This whole shit. It says. I know. Sorry, guys. I'm getting into a fucking political rant. But it's like, I just think we got to start from the beginning, man. This is stupid. It's obviously broken. It's obviously not working. Nobody's fucking happy.
How do you even? How would you start over?
These people are not.
How do you even start over?
I just feel like you gotta eliminate. Why the fuck do we have all these positions?
Everybody, or what are you talking about?
A lot of people.
You gotta fill them back in with different people.
Of course. I mean, well, you got. I don't know. I don't have the answers either, but I feel like there's a lot of people out there that do have the answers and aren't being let have their own voice. You know what I mean? Like, they're not letting them speak, you know what I mean? Because of political influence, because of money, because of corporate interest, because of whatever. Well, X, Y, and Z. There's a group of people that are representing us that don't represent us. You know what I mean? Like, in a lot of ways, the people who are assigned representatives, they don't represent the populace. None of those people can relate to us. Right.
Because they're all bought lobbyists.
They're living in a different reality. Right. You know what I mean? So it's like, how is a person going to represent you if they don't understand your reality?
You know who the people that represent us are? The artists. Like Cardi B, which I keep going back to, but I feel like she's so interesting right now because she's so real and people love it.
Yeah, she's killing it. Everything she touches,
but explodes. It's just like she's so raw and candid, and that's what people love. And she was
because we're all wrong and candid.
Exactly. She was talking about like, where's my IRS money going, or like, you know what I mean, or like people were just
what I'm thinking.
Tripping on that, you know. So
I got taxed. I had to pay.
Yes.
I'm like, not only do they take a fuckload of my money, but I still had to pay at the end of the year because I didn't have medical insurance, guys.
I'm fucking 1099, dude. I'm the worst. I pay the most, and I'm not even set up with a company yet. So like I'm paying everything.
You got to do that.
Yes.
Like yesterday. Mm-hmm. Figure it out.
Well,
bro.
yeah, no.
Keep your money.
Real talk.
Keep your money.
Set up the company thing.
Don't give that shit away. And that's, you know, a lot of. Luckily, you know, I'm chilling out now.
Here's the thing. It's like, fuck, dude. Like, real talk. And you got to be good at everything.
That's another thing.
You got to be good at filming, selling yourself, and doing the business work. And you know,
that's how companies are made, right?
It's everything, dude. It's a lot, bro.
Well, I mean, how do you think fucking YouTube and fucking MySpace and all these shit started?
Yeah. I think my problem is that, like, I don't get enough resources around me as far as, like, people. Like, you know what I'm saying? I try to take on maybe everything myself.
Yeah, well, I've been learning to let go and assign people their work.
I really feel like my inside is telling me, like, get a good team around you, and that's how you're going to just excel to the next level.
Why are you fighting it?
Oh, no, that's what I'm trying to do.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? That's what I'm day by day recently, like, working on that. It's like, what's that going to look like? What kind of people who, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, like, I need a fucking CPA in my life. So I got that information already. I'm going to make the call out.
It's a big thing, bro.
You know what I mean? Get that person on my team to help me take care of that shit, you know? Like,
well, you know, we forget we're grown-ups already. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And you have a responsibility to all these things that you.
so long, I forgot.
I know, right? But it's just, but it's like, it's really about like you think about it. You're like, oh, I'll think about that in the future, and you always put these things off to the future, and then one day you realize like you're in the future.
Also, dude, like it's a different game. Like for me, like most people have those salary jobs, so that stuff's kind of taken care of a lot of the point. Sometimes.
People have kids.
But in the entertainment industry, more people are freelance, and so that's the thing. It's like I've gone between both. I've worked a salary, and it's great. I don't have to worry about taxes. And then I'm like, oh shit, I gotta like collect all the invoices and like
dude,
make sure.
It's such a nightmare to do this shit at the end of the year, bro. Like all this shit that I buy for here and all this. It's such a nightmare to do. I just did it recently.
Dude, I love your place, man. It's
Thanks,
fucking
man.
awesome. It's super creative, and this is what the hustle is all about right here. It's just like taking what you have and making fucking.
This is a studio right here, Curious Radio Studios.
Most out of it. I fucking love it, dude.
It's got this artwork done and shit.
Hell yeah! I was gonna ask about that because I was watching the video. So what's going on here?
My boy, he runs the Instagram too. Shout out to the Union Designs. He does all my. So this is Triple G. This is Canelo. It's all usually fighters. The brand, the Union is like, it's an apparel company, and they do design work too. So like. This is George St. Pierre. This is Muhammad Ali.
Dope.
This is like Sagat if he was a girl from Street Fighter.
Hell yeah.
And he designed our logo. He gets down.
Dude, that's fresh. This guy's hella dope. You know what I'm digging on this right here?
He's making my shirts right now. They're coming out sick.
Like this guy can make movie posters for me. That would be fresh.
Ooh, bro. Hit him up. I'll link you guys up.
Please. That's really dope stuff. This is like kind of shit that I want for my horror movie.
Oh, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
That's what I'm into right now.
Bro. And that's like another thing. Like, again, like what am I gonna do? Fucking come up with my own shit? Whatever. I was just like, you know what?
Or take some copyrighted shit that you're gonna get sweated over.
You gotta learn to assign to people. I'm like, hey, bro, I need some,
get that that creative freelance shit going on.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm totally, and that's also about you gotta support the community, man. Like I definitely love to like hire friends or
that's my
other
favorite
workers.
thing, bro. Because I'm gonna pay you. You know what I mean? I'm gonna pay you. I'm gonna fucking because have the ability to do it, and it's like don't try to kill me, but I'm gonna hook you up.
Of course,
you know what I mean?
Always give the friends the discounts and the friend if they charge you what they charge you, pay them. Like always, you know. And if you can't do it, just say no. Don't ask him for the free shit. Like and so
more insulting.
There's
unless it's like your boy or something like if it's like
Well, here's the cool thing about it. Like, I will do it for free for my boys, right?
Yeah.
But then they always end up paying me.
Yeah. It's kind of how it works out. So
that's how it works out. That's how it should work out.
Especially when they see that how much work like it takes, and you're like, oh shit.
Yeah. And then especially if then they know what you're done your work is or whatever, then they're like, oh, how much I know how much does it charge? Like how much I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
So did you get the Wiz Khalifa question stuff figured out, or are we still?
I was just talking about your journey, bro.
Hell yeah!
Right now it's time for some hot seat questions.
All right. Yeah.
Who are your top 3 artists?
Of what?
For musicians, artists.
Right now or all time?
All time.
Shit, that's hard.
I know. So that's a hot seat.
Definitely gonna go with Outkast because that's 2 for 1.
Okay, that's true.
Fuck.
That's a good one.
I would definitely. I mean, I've just I literally know like probably like 50 Wiz Khalifa songs. So that definitely have to be a number 2. I mean, Wiz line, right? And then 3. Shit, I'm gonna hate myself for all this, but I mean, you can never go wrong with like Michael Jackson.
Bam. Okay, I'm a little upset.
I know. No, can I take it back?
Yeah.
Can I just?
Sure, go ahead.
I mean, you're not gonna probably like it anyways.
Maybe.
But I'm gonna go with Sublime.
No, that's why the fuck would I not? I love
I
that.
didn't know.
No, I love that.
I was just making sure. I forgot. Sublime is like definitely top 3. I love them. I know like all their songs too.
Yeah.
I just forget about them.
I know their lyrics and I know I'm a drummer, so like I know all their parts. So I'm like,
I would love to fucking play it. I sing that shit, so obviously I'd love to like play it.
If it wasn't for the rape, I'd never get laid. Meow, 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 meow.
That stuff's so classic.
Oh my god, I love
that stuff. Is so cool.
Would you rather have a permanent hard unibrow? You can't shave it, bro. You have a hard unibrow.
All right.
Hard, thick Borat style, or lose a half an inch of your dick.
Oh my god.
It's only half an inch, bro. It's not a lot.
Oh my god. What a great question.
What are you gonna do, bro? You can't hide the unibrow.
Oh man, I mean, does it like, do people laugh at the unibrow? Like, is it bothersome?
I don't know, bro.
Is it bothersome for
I don't
people?
have a unibrow.
Do they like? Is it? That's what I'm asking. Is it like a disturbing unibrow? People
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah,
whoa,
yeah.
Like
I mean,
that's a unibrow.
You know that guy from
I'll tell you,
American Pie?
If it's that,
if he had one giant caterpillar, like fucking, you know what I'm talking about?
I would rather lose a half then.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. That went a different way than I thought. All right. He's confident. He's like, you know what? I'm swinging 12 anyway. Fuck it.
I mean,
I could spare a half. What's your favorite place to de-stress when you've been working hard and shit? You've been going through it. What's your favorite thing to do to, like, you know, cool off?
fuck, man. I'm honestly like I'm. This is funny, but I just like love to lay down. No.
Have you ever
real
done a
talk,
deprivation
dude.
tank?
No.
You haven't done those?
A what?
A deprivation tank? Oh, it's insane.
I feel like it's crazy for me because I feel like if I lay down for like 5 minutes, I could recharge for like, you know what I mean? And it's only at that point when I'm like really burnt out. Like I just need a quick lay down. And then I don't even
Plank
need
on
to
the floor.
sleep. I don't even need to like nap. Like
Just gotta rest
something
your
about
body.
laying down for me, like it's like that's like my power mat, and I'm just like recharging. And then I'm like up again, and then I'm like, okay, let's go back to filming, or let's go back.
I got another
whatever.
wind.
Like yeah,
just lay down real quick.
So that's what I would say for that.
Nice.
Just like
All
a
right.
lay down.
Let's move on to some current events. Got some good answers, bro.
Cool.
So we were talking about skateboarding earlier before the podcast started because I got these cool benches over here. You guys, I'll show you guys later.
Hell yeah.
But these benches that I made with these
Super dope.
skateboarding out of the backrest. But like in the 2020 Tokyo Olympics, they're adding skateboarding, bro. They're adding 5 sports actually.
Hell yeah.
They're adding skateboarding,
to
climbing.
the Olympics?
Yeah, bro, to the Olympics,
Hell yeah,
which
okay.
is sick as fuck. Which
Okay.
is I'm like, they got like curling, you know that stupid ass game. They got
Mhm.
speed walking. Like, come on, guys, come on. So they're adding climbing, which is insane.
Okay.
They're adding skateboarding, snowboarding, softball, and baseball.
Now,
No, sorry, surfing, karate, softball, and baseball.
now
Yeah,
softball is interesting. Karate is a little interesting, but I guess it opens the way for more stuff because it's like jujitsu is something.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what
yeah.
I mean?
Have you ever done it?
But wasn't with the jujitsu stuff?
yeah.
No, but I would love to. I think it's pretty cool.
One of my guests that I'm having on, I think he's on next week. I gotta check. He's a sick ass jiu-jitsu. Big guy too. Lost like 200 pounds and shit. Literally lost 200 pounds. He was a giant guy, and he got fit doing
Wow,
jiu-jitsu.
200 pounds?
Yes, bro.
Holy
He was
shit.
giant. He was like 400 pounds.
I here's the cool thing. When I was in San Diego, I signed up at a dojo.
Oh, nice. To do what?
Well, that's the thing is like I signed up, but then I
Never went?
I moved. Then I moved to LA like
Fuck
2
you.
weeks later.
You can't claim
So
that, bro.
I went one day and I threw up, dog. That's how I went to the workout and I threw up, but
It's
I
hard.
went all in, dog.
Yeah, that's the way you do it.
And I threw up and I went back in there. I kept going and it was cool, but I was like, I have to go to LA now, and
I gotta go. I don't want to feel like throwing. I don't feel like throwing up anymore.
Nah,
Sensei.
I went like twice. It was really cool, but I've never gone back.
It
I
was
should.
short lived.
Yeah. Nah, I mean, the jiu-jitsu shit is tight, and I was gonna say it's like MMA is definitely getting into pop culture.
Oh, it's
now.
my thing.
It's
This
always
is
been
just
around,
George St.
but-
Pierre, bro. That's why I don't watch any sports. I don't watch shit. But
Now,
I'm deep in MMA, bro.
Didn't he just lose?
He just
Or
won.
He just won.
Yeah, he came out of retirement and beat Michael Bisping. He choked him out for the welterweight belt.
Now, what's the deal with Khabib? Something in
Khabib-
St. Pierre, no? Or McGregor in St. Pierre? Like, what's going on?
They
There's
fight
like-
at different weight classes. They'd have to.
Didn't he challenge him or something?
Yeah,
Is that what happened?
Khabib wants that fight, but I
Okay,
don't
that's
think-
how I remember St. Pierre. 'Cause I'm
It's a
like,
money
dude.
fight. You know what I mean? If you're fighting George St. Pierre, he's huge, especially in Canada.
Okay.
He's huge out there. George St. Pierre, because
Yeah.
all the ladies love him. You know, he's like, "Hello, my name. I am not impressed by your performance."
Dude,
he's a monster.
MMA
bro.
fighters are fucking badass.
Yeah.
And I just saw the McGregor documentary and I was like all crazy about it.
Bro.
And it's cool because I do a lot of documentary stuff. You know,
Yeah.
the Wiz Khalifa stuff I did
Yeah,
was
yeah.
documentary.
Carnage too.
Shot it, the Carnage stuff. So I feel like I'm a great documentary, editor, shooter. Like I can kill that genre. And watching that one like literally got me hyped because like there's documentaries have been like a thing lately where they're like.
I love documentaries.
And the only reason, though, I mean, which is great, I love this everything, but it's like the only reason is because everybody's been able to get cameras now and YouTube, so everyone's like running around, and documentaries are like the easiest thing, but you don't see like a bunch of people coming up with like narrative stories.
I don't know, bro. Have you seen Icarus?
Icarus is the documentary, right? On the Russia stuff?
Yeah.
No.
Oh my God, bro. phenomenal.
Right. But it's
Very
doc,
good.
right?
Yeah, it's a documentary.
But I'm assuming it's got some narrative stuff in there, or no?
Yeah, what do you mean narrative stuff?
Narrative like the movie, like scenes and stuff. Like, have you seen?
No.
No.
It's all the footage of the guy.
That's what I'm saying. So I feel like documentaries are really popular right now, but also because they're like kind of easier to do.
This one won an Oscar, so it's huge.
But this one's, I'm sure,
it's
great.
huge.
It's not easy to
Massive.
do.
Well, it was just it's a work
Did
of
you watch
art.
the McGregor one?
Yeah, I'm sure I've seen it.
The Notorious?
Which one did it just come out?
Yeah.
Oh no, I haven't seen that one. The one that just came out.
Netflix.
No.
Yeah, it's.
Oh yeah, that's right. It popped up. I haven't got a chance to watch it.
You gotta
yet.
watch it, dude.
Yeah, I'm down.
It got me hype on editing, on fucking documentaries. It got me stoked.
Dude, all I gotta say is that there is no accidents. You know what I mean? Like, there is no accidents
Can
with
I take
people.
a moment to like podcast this one? Or
Yeah,
stream
bro.
this one?
Yeah.
There are no accidents. though?
There's no accidents, bro. You get there, and it's almost like it makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense. Why wouldn't you get there? Like McGregor was meant to get there.
Dude, he worked for it. Exactly. Success is Not an Accident, which is a book that I read when I was 18.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never heard of that. Who wrote
And
that? Do you know who wrote it?
dude, no, here's the funny thing about that book.
It's got the audio book.
Dude, are you ready for more funny shit?
I'm ready.
My mom got this book from a lady on an airport.
Random ass shit.
So my mom's at the airport. I think she was telling. My mom's always like so cool. My number one supporter. She's always like told everybody about me. Everybody she meets, like, my son makes movies.
Yeah.
Blah blah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
They're like, cool lady. She's
So-
like, no, but you don't understand. They're good.
So yeah. So then this lady was like, "Oh, here's this book. You should give it to your son." And then it was called "Success is Not an Accident."
See, I knew that. Somehow,
And you just said it
somehow.
right now. And it's true, bro. I mean, it's a
Not.
fundamental of life. You get what you work for.
I
get what you go towards.
and people are like, well, how do you do that? I'm like, well, I just think, try getting good at something, just anything. Try getting really, really good at it, and then see what the fuck happens. You know what I mean? Because if you can get good at one thing, you can transfer those skills to many other things. You just gotta,
dude.
find the parallels in it.
I think everybody can do anything they want. I really believe that.
I think we all have a gift too. We all have a light to shine, and it's all different, and you just gotta figure it out.
yeah.
Try shit.
Yeah, I think we have callings. People
For sure.
have things that they're called to do, but I think that, like, if I wanted to be a good scuba diver, like, I could do that.
Totally.
Right? And people could do anything they want. Like, if you want to be a good, musician, if you want to be a good vlogger, if you want to be a good,
Yeah, whatever.
Whatever.
Fill in the blank.
you can do it.
Yeah.
Anybody can do it. People are so amazing. People are so fucking powerful and interesting. And it's crazy how, like, there's so much, and I hate to be the dude, but there's, like, so much negativity, and there's so much, like, bad ways of thinking out there. And
I think it depends on how you look at it too, because I don't know. I think that's the exception, right? And for some reason, our brains are wired to pay more attention to that, because there's a lot more good out there happening. We're living in the age of, like, this great awakening, but for some reason, it's like anything, right? It's like on Instagram, if somebody you have 30 good comments. 30,000 good comments, right? And there's 2 negative ones.
Right.
You're going to pay attention to those 2 negative ones as opposed to all the 30,000 be like, oh my God, you're fucking amazing, whatever.
right.
It's just the way we're wired. So,
For sure.
At least the positive part, at least my belief is that the majority doesn't feel that way. The majority, there is the exception, and there is a lot of it, but
I feel like it.
I don't think it's the majority.
I feel like it's changed, to be honest. I think you're right that now people are way more optimistic. Is that what you're trying to say?
I don't think optimistic. I think most people, optimistic, but I think don't have a negative mindset. I think a lot of people, the majority.
I feel like when I was growing up,
aren't pieces of shit on purpose.
I felt like it was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to say that there's been a movement recently in the last 10 years, 5 to 10 years, where, like, doing you and it's possible has been, like, the prevalent thing.
Oh, for sure.
And before that, it was very much like, don't pursue your dreams. You're going to be
It's
an
a
idiot.
risk.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right?
don't do
That's
that.
the old way for sure. And
I agree.
I just feel like
see what you're
I
saying.
grew up in that kind of stuff where it was very like, life sucks. You
Yeah.
know, everything is like hard.
Yeah.
Things are gonna be tough. Like, get ready for a tough life. And it's like, and not even for my parents or anything. Just in general, that was kind of like this
Yeah.
whole.
The message.
And
that
I
was
grew
being
up, and
driven.
I was like, I don't want to believe that.
And
I
that
think-
sucks dick. I don't want to do that. That sounds
Yeah,
awful.
Yeah, like, why would I? Why would I even want to try to do that? I'd rather like
I'd rather fail at something I like
and be like a bum in the beaches of fucking Cancun than to hate my life every day.
Teach English in Mexico.
You gotta be a positive mindset, and then I feel like I think like this whole younger generation, I think it's more common now. I think to be like positive and to be like, you can do it. You should do it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's a great thing. I'm happy about that.
People are waking up. Next one, back to current events. We go on rants all night. But
hell yeah, I'm sure that happens, right? You gotta be the moderator here.
What we do. No, that's what we do. Spotify got hit with a lawsuit on January 3rd. It was hit, and it announced that it was being sued. Listen, by Wixen Music Publishing Incorporated for $1.6 billion with a B. Mm-hmm. Wixen claimed that Spotify had used songs without licensing or compensation. Ooh, that's a big number. But I've
so what is that? What
I'm not a fan of Spotify, bro, because I'm not a fan of Spotify or Pandora, even though I use them because they're convenient as fuck.
So who's Wixen? What do you know what this is, or do you know what's? I don't know.
I was gonna shoot off a few of them at you. I really wanted to get these guys. This is what they did, bro. Artists don't make music off of Spotify or fucking Pandora.
Right. The people who own the copyrights make the money, which is the labels,
the record labels. Right, and you know how they did it. So they gave them the music for free, essentially, right? But what they did is like, we'll let you play the music for free. We're not going to make money off of you playing the music. The artist isn't going to make money off of you playing music, but give me shares in your stock instead. So as they give away the artist's free music, they're like, okay, give me your free music, artist. Right. And I'm gonna give it away, and then the popularity of the company grows. So Spotify's net worth grows, Pandora's net worth grows, and since they own stock, the record labels own stock in Spotify and Pandora. Wow. Their value goes up, so they're making money. Right. And music is just getting handed out for free. It's like, all right, pour yourselves out, artists.
Yeah, dude, that's that. So this
and all the ad rates they're keeping,
it's like, basically like a real thing is like the technology is it's like we're at this age where everyone's kind of still learning, figuring shit out. Yeah, and
take a minute.
And people are gonna make a lot of money off of art through the technology without the artists knowing it. Just like fucking Facebook.
Remember Napster? Napster was the first one,
but. Oh, yeah, for sure.
And but Zuckerberg is talking about
that
shit right now.
That's what I'm talking about. The whole they're making money off your data and they're making money off your fucking art, like Spotify,
motherfuckers.
And
so make your money off your own shit.
We're learning. But the future, which is really cool, is like what you should do is like, do you have a Patreon?
A what?
A Patreon.
I don't know what the fuck.
That's what I'm talking about, dude. Like you. Like I'm trying to be super on it because I really have like some high aspirations, right? I really want to be like the filmmaker that's making shit online, posting shit online. I want people to like I want to put up two scripts and I want them to choose which one we do, and then we pick that one, and then we go through the whole process together. We cast it together. I'm live streaming it, right? You guys tell me at the end of the day which one was like the best one. I think I'm gonna go with this one. Whatever. And then we shoot it. And then we put the movie out. And so it's kind of like this movie made by people for people, right? That's just kind of like what I want to be. And so to do that, it's like you had to have the tools, the resources available, and some of the stuff's not available yet, right? But it's becoming more available.
Yeah, like everything's becoming super accessible.
Like live stream wasn't around like 5 years ago.
No,
you know what I'm saying? And I've had this idea 5 years ago. Yeah. So. What I'm saying, like, it's a goal that I'm working my way towards. You know what I'm saying? But I found out about Patreon, and basically, it's a great platform. It's a website where it's basically a GoFundMe for you, for your own creative projects. It's like Curious Radio's got a Patreon. You want to support us? Come to our Patreon page, donate $5. That's where we can receive it.
Oh, I see.
And they're gonna get like, I don't know, 50 cents, $1, whatever. Yeah. I don't know what their percentage is, right? Maybe 3%, whatever. I don't fucking know. But what I'm saying is, either way, it creates you can do it per project. You could do it like, hey, this is the movie I'm doing. Here's a Patreon for it.
That's how Super Troopers got made, the second one.
Oh, really? Crowdfunded it? Really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that, which is crazy.
Bro, their budget.
Why though? Because because they wanted to.
Well, the big thing, the studio.
I don't like when that happens. The studios could have paid for it.
No, because the studios didn't want to. They were like, we don't know if the people are still there. It'd been like 20 years, bro. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So they're like, we don't know if they're still there, and this and that. So they put it up to be crowdfunded, and it does suck.
I don't buy that because it's like. Which I know that's what happened.
Yeah.
But it's like, how could you not find an investor? There's so many investors that invest in anything.
So apparently, like once they saw that, they put another portion of money. So they but they raised
kind of partially funded it by
Yeah,
crowdfunding.
but
Once they saw that there was people.
they put up to be $2 million, and they filled that. They filled that in 48 hours, and ended up being
no way.
So they ended up being
Holy
like 10.
shit.
It ended up being like.
So that's what I'm talking about. Like, I want to get into that.
10 million.
I wanna like, if I could, like, you know, be the Cardi B of filmmaking and get people to like be stoked on my next movie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
It's happening.
Like, and then like we fucking raise the movie. It just happened for the gamers.
Yeah.
Drake
for
and
sure.
Twitch and all that shit. The gamers are popping off right now.
Fuck
the gamers are raking it in.
It's insane.
And so
People watch other people play
the
video
filmmakers
games.
like, come on, doggies, we're here. Like, we're also here, you know. And I'm definitely here. I definitely see myself like trying to be at the forefront, you know. And there's just like.
It's still
so
changing.
Many,
it's changing right now.
It's always changing.
We're in this weird changing era where we're transitioning. We're figuring it out, and we're kind of at the front of it. Like, what's happening?
But here's what's gonna happen, dog. It's like pretty soon, like you're gonna make your own movie and have it available on your phone for 99 cents. And that's where it's gonna go to, because even now you can get Redbox on demand, so you can watch a movie on your phone that you paid for Redbox, and that's the link right there. It hasn't been common, mainstream, or like normal to pay for a movie on your phone and watch it on your phone.
Yeah.
But once that becomes normal, then the filmmakers are going to start getting paid.
It's slowly happening.
It's available now, but it's just not common. Like people don't know. Like there's not an app for it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But people spend an hour watching YouTube videos on their phone.
Oh yeah, and like you said, you can go on Redbox and pay 99 cents on my phone, and so I can do it with the main, but it's gotta be on Redbox.
Yeah.
And so maybe Vimeo.
It's gonna become a big thing.
Vimeo will allow that or whatever.
Well, YouTube is making their own movies now. The YouTube studios.
The Reds.
My buddy did one of their shows. The Step Up High Water.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of the. He's on their show. Yeah.
Dude, you gotta hook me up, man.
Yeah. My buddy Carlito. Yeah,
that's dope, man. We should not even hook me up. We should all work on a project together. Essentially, that's what we gotta do.
I'm always down to work, bro. You know,
dude, for sure. I always think about where can I put you in something. I haven't done anything recently because my only downfall is that like, and I know this is a real thing, is like trying to be a perfectionist.
Yeah.
And
same here, bro.
It's like, a great problem, but no, it's like sometimes you're like. You got to go the long way. You got to learn everything. Are we getting off track here?
You're good.
But, so right now, I before I start making my short films and all this shit, I've really just been trying to figure out how to write. Because in the filmmaking world, I worked my way backwards. I was an editor first, 13, killed it. Then I became a shooter. Then I did a lot of shooting, editing. Then I did a director around 18. I directed my first short film, 40 minutes. You know what I mean? Casted everything, closed down the street in Pomona.
Nice.
Like legit, we casted off Craigslist. Did everything, my bro.
You'll figure it out.
Like I earned my stripes essentially. But I had never got it distributed. I didn't even put it out. So a lot of learning curves there. But
we're
still,
in a different time now.
Different time. And so I don't even know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, like, we're just moving our way up, and these things are becoming available.
We're carving our path out.
And so
you're right, though. I think that's just gonna be the thing. It's gonna be like Wall-E. You remember Wall-E, where everybody's stuck watching their own thing?
Yeah.
We're just carrying their own shit. That's it. Self-driving cars. You're gonna have your phone.
For sure.
They're gonna be just putting out their own shit, and then if they're like, you know what, let me go to Chris Cordova, boom, on Redbox.
Exactly. And for me to be able to do that, I gotta know how to write. Yeah. That's what I was saying is like I did the editing, the shooting, the directing. Thank you. But the last thing that I didn't get into until like the last 5 years was writing.
Yeah.
And so
it's an art in itself.
And here's
bro.
what the
it's
thing
hard.
is, like, let's talk about this really quick because we're filmmakers, right?
Yeah.
And I know you interview a lot of filmmakers and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like there's people that like feel like if they just write a script, like it's good to go. You know what I'm saying? But if you really pay attention, like every real script that you see on a movie has like a certain rhythm, a beat, has a certain. It's like when you make a song, it's gonna have like a verse, a track, a verse, track, right? You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Or verse, chorus, whatever, right?
It's got its pattern.
It's got. So that's what movies are.
Yeah.
Movies
and
got
eventually,
that.
some movies come out and they have a little bit of a weird pattern. You're like, oh, what the fuck?
You can twist it, but at the end of the day, it's always it's like the pattern, and that's what writing has taken me into, like this crazy, like learning about life, about people, and like how they have to like how when you change into a new idea, you're almost like killing your old self, and you become a new you when you accept a new reality.
That's my life, bro. As an actor,
everybody,
like, yeah.
And that's what all movies are.
Yeah.
Is like the old character
you
dies,
renew yourself through every single one. Yeah.
So that's where I'm trying to be a good fucking writer because I want to do film great. I want to be the best I can.
Yeah.
And so I've literally last 5 years like taken workshops, read books, still practicing. Because what happened was I wrote my first script and I gave it to my DP and he's like, dude, where's the conflict?
Yeah.
There's no conflict
it's a horrible
in here.
Script. You're like, man, I've been used to making all this cool shit.
I got shot down so hard.
It's good though. It's good for you.
But it was great because I was like, okay, it took me to this course where I'm like,
let me learn this shit.
You learn what makes movies good, and it's conflict. It's like, everything has to have conflict. That's the real world. That's
Otherwise
why you
don't want to watch it.
That's why people watch reality. That's why people watch like the World Star stuff. It's
How's he gonna get over this? How are they gonna figure it out?
Everything is how, right?
It's hope.
It's conflict. Yeah. Yeah, it's one force versus another in some way or the other, and so I had to kind of really learn that before I could start going crazy off the typewriting thing, because I have tons of ideas I want to make into shorts and tons of like ideas.
It's about getting it down though, getting one down
True.
at least.
No, for sure. But I just felt like I didn't want to write a bunch of crappy scripts and make them and go through all the energy of like making them and like not knowing what writing was all about.
Yeah.
So I had to give myself
you have a responsibility to take care of these things that you're doing, like to be the best version of it.
In the movie making world, the script has to be solid. If it's not solid, then there's no point in making the movie,
bullshit.
Right?
Yeah, you're shooting
exactly.
bullshit.
So that's where it's like I have ideas, but that doesn't mean I can just write a fucking script real quick because people are going to be bored.
You got to figure that whole thing out.
I got to figure out how to turn those ideas into this script.
That's why it takes fucking years to make a movie. People are like, how does it take 5 years?
Exactly.
Like, we got camera down.
Burned them.
We're going to watch one more current event. Okay. You remember this? You remember when this happened? We're going to have a look back at the internet. We're going to watch the internet here as our cameras are dying.
Okay.
Remember this? Whoa. Do you remember this? China explosion?
I'm trying to. Not really. I mean, when did this happen?
2015. Watch.
What the fuck? I think that might be a gas station or something. Fuck yeah.
Look at this. Boom.
Whoa!
Boom.
What the?
Dude, could you imagine being in that hotel?
Yeah, I'd be terrified.
Hold on, but it ain't done yet.
I could possibly die right now.
It ain't done yet.
That's what I'd be thinking.
It's not done yet.
I'm like, I could die right now.
Listen to how he's reacting. That's how I would be reacting.
No, baby! No!
He's starting to get scared. He's like, oh my god, what the fuck's happening? People died.
Yeah, we're dangerous.
Sounds a little effeminate, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh dear! Are you filming? Yes, I'm filming.
It's a chemical plant, bro.
Oh my god.
I think we are dead.
Woo! Gotta get out of there.
Holy shit. Yeah, dude. For sure you guys should
Let's go.
Oh my god.
We're gonna end on that, bro. Cameras are dying. We're going out. One last thing.
Thanks
what do you want to
man.
leave the people off with? Give them a sentence. Give them a thing. Or where do they follow you?
ChrisCordova.com for sure is where my work will always be.
At Chris Cordova.
No. Yeah. Well, yeah, for sure. Instagram, Chris Cordova Presents. YouTube is Chris Cordova Presents. Twitter is Director Chris, and Facebook is Director Chris.
Drop a line. What's the last thing you want to leave them off with? One line.
Do you, baby?
Hey, catch you guys next time. Thanks for tuning in. Curious Radio. Catch you guys later.
Thank you so much.